Hello, beautiful beings. Love and laughter. Tanya Rainbow Horse here. Thank you so much for showing up to receive the message. This video is for empaths who want to learn how to hold space for people and see how that energy holds up versus going into other people's emotions. I realize that sometimes us empaths are really, since we're so in the emotional realm, we are just quick to jump in and feel and give energy to our emotions and other people's. Like if somebody's telling you a sad story, do you say, "Oh, I'm so sorry, I have so much compassion for you"? Right there, when we do that, we are giving that person's emotion or experience energy and focus, versus if we just sat there and somebody is telling you their story and you just sit there and you listen and don't say anything. It's a big difference there with the energy. Maybe play around with that or fill into that. So I've been playing with that, and I had an experience today where I just sat and held space for somebody and didn't get emotionally invested in what they were saying and the emotions of it. And now I just kind of want to share the perspective on it because it was really eye-opening. So I set my intention. You know, I'm learning, I want to play, I want to see how I can play with the emotions and how the experiences are going to be different for me. So I was having a conversation with a person today. This person I usually get kind of triggered by, but this time I just sat there and I listened and I stayed in my own body and I just held space for them to talk and to listen. I didn't say anything. I didn't say I felt bad. I didn't make any comments. I just sat there and listened. So I did that. I was like just observing them. And that felt really interesting. You know, I got to just witness them as a human being going through something, going through an experience, sharing the experience. And that was new for me. Just a soul to soul connection where somebody's listening and being there and the other person is talking. So I did that and I continued doing that. And I saw this person from a different perspective for like the very first time ever. And I found myself having more love and compassion for them than I ever have before. And that I hold tribute to for holding space for them. Because when I just sat there and listened and I didn't get emotionally invested, I didn't let any of my energies get triggered off of what was going on with them, then I could just be there and fully listen from a place of objectivity instead of a place of responsiveness. And so I was able to tune in to their soul more, their energy in a loving perspective, and I felt gratitude for them. And I felt my heart swell with love for what they were going through. I didn't even think about any of what I was going through or feeling. I just had that loving feeling for them, and I held it in my heart. I just held it, and my compassion grew more and more. And then I was able to give them a hug and give them love in a way that I never knew I was capable. So I'm sharing this because I feel like this is a huge change. How us empaths could go out in the world and connect with people in a whole different way when we can just sit and hold space for somebody. It's been a theme that I've been seeing a lot in things that I've been listening to in the work. And, you know, the universe always brings you your next lesson. When you start seeing it in multiple areas, you're like, there's something going on here. I'm going to look into that. And so, sure enough, holding space is honoring the person to their fullest extent. You don't get emotionally involved. And you were able to tap into just pure compassion and love for them, but totally not be in the mix of what's going on, without judging it, without triggering it from your own experiences, without rebuttaling it. You just purely accept the experience that they're going through as their truth. That is remarkable to me. There's been several times when I've had conversations with people and I'm feeling, I'm feeling like that's a messed up situation. I can't believe you're going through that. When I invest like in that, then I'm starting to get emotionally hyped up with them. And then I don't accept what they're experiencing, and then they don't accept it. And it just grows to be this evolving energetic bubble when it could have just been somebody sharing their experience to maybe get it off their chest or to share how they're feeling, and then it can move on in a more loving capacity, because one person is having the emotional experience and one person is just being there. Oh, so powerful. So these are the questions I'm going to ask myself next time when I'm connecting with people. I'm going to work on getting this process of holding space for people when they're in emotional space in every interaction that I have now. I want this to be the new way of being, and I'm sure I'll talk more about it. But I think it's important, especially for us empaths who are clearing our own energetic karma, who are getting ready to go out in the world and help people with their emotions and uplift the consciousness on this earth. We need to have the tools for ourselves to be in harmony, and then we get to share that. But when we have those tools, it makes life so much better. But also, I think my last point is here before I wrap this video up is also this idea of going along with holding space for somebody. Also to know that it's okay to be going through rough emotions. It's okay to feel those. I think in society we're taught that, the heavy, dense emotions, you gotta shove them down. You don't wanna deal with them. We don't wanna be in the pain. Pain hurts and pain sucks. Well, pain is a part of life. And so the more we can normalize and accept it, the more we set it free. The more it's not gonna be hanging out with us as much. Like all things, it needs a space to be honored and existing. It needs to be able to express itself, release its message, and then it's on its way. And so I think when we hold space for people without getting emotionally invested in what they're talking about or experiencing, and we just let it be, we accept it how it is and let it be, a whole different world opens up. I think that right there is love on a new potent level. I really do. All right, beautiful beings, thank you so much for showing up to receive the message, to hear what I have to say, and I hope you have a wonderful night. Till the next video.